True blue Australian goods are rapidly disappearing from the shelves. Only 10% of all the items in our supermarkets are now Australian made and owned. So is it time for Australians to stand up and fight back? Here's Helen Wellings to show you how to spot the difference between those made and owned overseas and the ones made here.
Every day Australian products are getting replaced by foreign ones, and it's getting bloody serious.
These are all from China, all these products. Biscuits from China, a house brand from China, and here's a children's product that comes out of China, right, with an American brand on it.
With 9 out of 10 products in the supermarket manufactured overseas by foreign-owned companies, it's increasingly difficult and confusing trying to track down the true blue brands. But concerned Aussies and some stores are starting to fight back.
Over here we've got our Australian products, good products here, Australian made and owned by Australia.
It's so important Australians buy Australian products because we really need to help each other instead of buying all these products that are being made overseas.
Berry here owned by the Japanese, Just Juice also owned by the Japanese. We've got Golden Circle here owned by the Americans, Cotty's owned by Cadbury's of the UK, and up here we've got the few lonesome Aussies, Bickfords, Bundaberg and Butter and Ginger.
Mike Rogers of Fight Back Australia, supporting locally made and owned goods, is conducting a nationwide campaign with IGA stores. Shelf labels direct you to the diminishing Aussie products. Tin Fruit, Mike, SPC Ardmona and Goulburn Valley, still Australian.
Yes, those 3 brands are Australian, but the Golden Circle brand is made by the H.J. Heinz company, which is American. Dairy farmers are owned by the Japanese, and Paul's are owned by the Italians.
OK, but we've got South Coast and A2, which are Australian companies.
That's the local one.
These Aussie-looking products with our flag and the kangaroo, they're all made in China.
We want Australia to be a prosperous country.
Paul Beach, manager of Franklin's Woy Woy, wants to really celebrate Australia Day. All the Aussie products are in a special section, educating customers to recognise them.
Of course, they're made in Australia, not to support the Australian people, the farmers.
Well, it's better for the economy, isn't it?
All the costs are going to be produced here, the profits are going to come back here, and as a country we're going to win.
Choosing local products can save money too. These leading foreign-owned and made brands cost $48.95 compared with $38.23 for the equivalent Australian ones.
These Australian-owned brands are 22% cheaper.
But our labels are so confusing and deceptive, and they just seem to lack discipline.
Lynn Wilkinson of AusBuy, which stands for Australian-made and owned products like these, says our labelling laws must be scrapped. They don't clearly tell us where a product's actually made.
Made in Australia under labelling laws means that just 51% of the wholesale cost of the goods are in that product. That may mean just the tin and the label. It doesn't necessarily mean the food in the tin.
Product of Australia label signifies it's grown or manufactured here. Confusing? That's why, until labelling laws change, AusBuy is calling for all supermarkets to highlight Aussie brands and isolate them in a separate aisle.
This is terrific. I wouldn't have come in here otherwise.
That's Helen Wellings reporting. If you'd